Limbus Company is a free 2D turn-based RPG where you manage a group of 12 mentally unwell sinners to tour a dystopian city, resolve their trauma, and collect yellow twigs for your morally ambiguous boss. And the game is absolute peak cinema. Let me tell you why. Limbus is a gacha game. Wait, don't leave. I swear it's not like that. Limbus only has 12 usable characters and 12 of them are unlocked from the very beginning. The gacha is just for unlocking mirror world versions of the base sinners, mirror worlds being basically the multiverse. Like, you have normal Faust unlocked from the very beginning, but you can get a different version of her who likes tea or has robot arms. You have normal Don Quixote, but you can unlock a different version of her who's like a cyborg tax collector. You have normal Sinclair, but you can unlock the version of him who hates cyborgs with a passion. These have different kits and play completely different to each other. Not to mention, even though it is a gacha game, you can completely bypass the gacha elements by using ego shards to craft any characters you want. The gameplay of Limbus is... it's a bit difficult to explain. Well, you see, you have these coins, and these coins have these numbers according to sanity, and sanity does that, and there are like 7 statuses corresponding the 7 sin affinities, and it's... just watch the ESCO video. The main sinners in Limbus are each named after a major character in some literary work. Like Ishmael's named after Ishmael in Bombi Dick, Heathcliff is named after Heathcliff in The Wuthering Heights, Honglu is named after Jia Bao Yu in Dream of the Red Chamber, etc. Their literary bases have a big role in defining their character, personality, and backstory, but even if you haven't read their source material, the game is still super great and comprehensive. The characters are also really fleshed out. Most gacha games constantly have to introduce new characters to promote and market, but since Limbus only has these 12 guys, the entire focus is on developing them and their relationships with each other. Each arc of the story is a canto, and each canto focuses on the backstory and issues relating to one of these sinners. Canto 3 is about Sinclair and his guilt of allowing his old friend Cromer access to the resources that let her kill his entire family. It deals with Sinclair having to come to terms with the fact that it was his actions and his distaste for the prosthetics his family engaged in that led to their gruesome fates. Every canto is like this, delving deep into the sinner's pasts and how they deal with and grow past their struggles. The writing's like really good and keeps improving too. Like, the first 2 cantos are considered the weakest in the story, but they're both still really good and entertaining. Cantos can also change a character completely with their personality and how people think of them. Canto 4 is probably the biggest example of this, with its main sinner completely changing and gaining a whole new outlook on life. Personally, my favorite sinner is Don Quixote. What can I say? It's like the silly La Creatura. Second favorite is Honglu. He's just like me, for real. Third is Yi Sang, which is crazy because before Canto 4 he was probably my least favorite. And like, deciding your favorite sinner is so hard because every character, even those whose backstories we don't know, are still really likable and feels impossible to rank them. Rhodia used to be my least favorite, but after killing time, she jumped up like 6 spots. Anyway, after much debate, pondering, and thorough analysis, here's my ranking of the sinners. Feel free to argue and debate for the honor of your favorite. I've talked about the main sinners enough, but the rest of the cast is also really good. The main character Dante, a person with a clock for a head, they use this clock to rewind time and resurrect the sinners every time they die, which they do a lot. Like, a lot. Well, these guys die so often. They have their own character and isn't just a self-insert. They really come into their own in Canto 5, where they actively make their own decisions against the main character's wishes, and well, I can't say because it would be spoiling. Aside from Dante, the 12 sinners, there are also the bus driver Charon and our babysitter Virgilius, who are like the main characters with their own backstories and their character growth. Every canto also introduces a wide variety of characters living in this dystopian world with their own interesting motivations, character, personalities, and half of them are dead. Wow, I didn't even know people could die like that. Anyway, Limbus Company speak, and y'all should try it or not, IDK. So yeah, this video isn't something I do a lot. I'm usually really busy illustrating and making webcomics and stuff. If y'all like this and want to see more videos, just let me know in the comments, and maybe like and subscribe. Technically this is my first Limbus video since I've got 2 or 3 Limbus speed paints on this channel somewhere. Anyway, if you want to see more of my art, check out my Blue Sky or Instagram. I post a lot of Limbus fan art, shit posts, and drawings of my webcomic characters. This video ends